Hi, this is Joel Johnson with the Money Wisdom Question Series. Today's question is, what is the most important piece of wisdom that you have learned over the last 30 years of being in this business? So what is the most important piece of wisdom that I have learned? The most important piece of wisdom that I have learned is that the behavior of the investor is the biggest impediment to their success. The behavior of the investor. So your behavior when it comes to money is the biggest impediment or strength to your success. There's two examples I want to give you. One, it would be for somebody that's in their 30s and their 40s. When somebody is in their 30s and their 40s, if they can just save 15% of their income in any way possible, just 15% of their income. Now, if they're getting a 401k match of 5%, then they really only have to save 10% per year out of their paycheck. But if somebody can start, let's say in their early 30s, saving 15% of their money, and they just get a reasonable rate of return, and they do that savings every single month, month in, month out, or every paycheck, if you get paid every 2 weeks, 15% of your pay goes in, just like clockwork. It's automatic. It's automatic. You don't have to think about it. And you just buy some good mutual funds. When you're younger, you can be aggressive. When you're older, you might want to be a little more conservative. But that saving of 15% will compound based on market history. And if you look at age 60 or 65, you'll be able to live like most of your friends cannot, because you'll have so much in savings. And it does two things. One is it builds up that savings so you can now live off your savings when you're no longer working, maybe even retire early. And second, you will have freedom that a lot of people do not have. You'll have peace of mind that a lot of people don't have because they didn't save or started too late. So number one piece of wisdom that I've learned, I'm going to give you two today, but number one piece of wisdom I've learned in the last 30 plus years of being in this business is simply save 15% of your income and start when you're in your 30s. Like I said, that's behavior, right? That's the behavior of the investor. The other is, and this is really important, that your emotions will trip you up. Your emotions will trip you up. And this is why, as a matter of fact, smarter people tend to do sometimes a little bit worse in the market than people that are just keeping it simple. You know, you take somebody that's an engineer or a doctor who obviously have more education and tend to skew a little higher on whatever intelligence scale you might take, the old IQ scale or whatnot. And yet they get in their own way because they try to overanalyze. They think they can overcome their emotions with knowledge and with wisdom. And they start tinkering, I like to use this word, tinkering, going in and out of the market, trying to guess when things are going to go down, when things are going to go up. Where you have somebody like, you know, a landscaper, a plumber. I have a friend that works on our home from time to time, and he just saves money. He saves money, he puts it into a mutual fund, he doesn't think about it. Doesn't really matter whether it's the best mutual fund. He didn't do that analysis. It's just a good mutual fund that buys stocks in the market and has good diversification. And because he doesn't think about it, he does not behave in a way that sometimes smart people do. So it's that behavior, it's that trying to trade in, trying to outsmart the market. And the other thing is your behavior is based on your emotions. It's always based on your emotions. We like to think that we're too mature for that we behave based on logic, but we really behave based on fear. Fear of losing or fear of missing out. You could call that greed. And it's those moves trying to go in and out of the market based on our emotions that we can't overcome. And that's why most people do better with a financial advisor. So just to recap here, just to recap what we're talking about, you know, the biggest pieces of wisdom that I've learned is it's behavior. It's your behavior that can get you in trouble or make you a winner. And it's in your 30s, that automatic saving 15%, that will help you out. Automatic, don't overthink it. Just put it in a good mutual fund. Work with a good financial advisor. There's many of them out there. Obviously, we're one, but there are quite a few good financial advisors out there. Work with them. And then as you get older, be careful of how smart you are. If you're too smart, don't try to outsmart the market. Because it's your emotions that will make you a success. So again, this is the Money Wisdom question and answer series. I gave you an answer there. If you like this series, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to our channel here at Johnson Brunetti.